Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Here we go. The 3+2. 3+2 has started. Let's watch Yamato versus Geraldo Rivera Butcher. Gerald of Rivera. Butcher. I was going to say that was actually a good threat. Threatening bishop takes knight in e5. What can white do here? What can black do? b4, a b4, bishop takes b4, pressure here. Is it a freebie? Or is that bishop trapped? g4, knight f4, queen c1, knight takes d3, no good. g4, how about f4? No. Yeah, this could be awkward. That we knew that was coming. g4 is forced. Takes, takes, takes. Ah, good foresight. He saw that bishop h3 was happening. Maybe this will all work out. Queen h5. Queen e2. Or rook takes rook and knight d5. I don't know about this. Was this really necessary? Was it? Bishop? Bishop? Ouch! We really needed knight to d5. Bishop f4, game over. Who do we have in the waiting room? We have Tony the Man, Mikhail Maltsev, Mark Liberamonte, who berserked in the first round. It's gotten stronger. That's what we want. Artem Pomerantz, who's going to get a game. Mehdi versus Mikhail Maltsev. Tony the Man versus Mark Liberamonte. Good morning, Akun. How are you? Welcome to the channel. I'm FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. We run events in one of 3 dojos every single day. The Rapid and Classical is on weekends, when hopefully everyone will have more time. We have attempted to run Rapid and Classical during the week, but it's very awkward, especially because of If you've not yet joined the YouTube, please do. Here it is again. Here he is again. We have channel point rewards for matches. I'm glad you're aware of it. We do have the give command if somebody wants to give you the C4. Okay. Let us see what he's up to with this. This is not his normal opening repertoire. We have looked at the semi-Slav. Let's see if he plays the semi-Slav. The great thing about the semi-Slav is that after bishop g5, knight on b to d2, e3, queen a5, it transposes to knight takes is forced. If he plays pawn takes, there are just too many weaknesses. There is a lot of trickery to be had. He had to play d takes c4 if he wanted to play bishop c5. I'm sorry, bishop f5. Oh no! This is going to challenge our playing ability. There's no doubt about it. Knight takes f6. Knight takes f6, bishop takes f6. Can I sacrifice another pawn? This is just too great. This is just too great a problem. Yes, we created these problems on our own. We always have the element of time on our side as well. Too bad this is being attacked too many times. Who is being attacked too many times? He can just take it with check. He didn't see it, thankfully. I'm still down a pizza? What's up with that? I'm still down a pizza? That's craziness. I can avoid some things, but not everything. It looks almost like we're getting our pizza back, but we're not. Oh no! This guy is too good. Nicely done, Yamato. He knows how to promote a pawn. He is master strength. That much I'll give him. He is master strength. Are you in the dojo? Why aren't you in the dojo? This is a rated game. We are playing rated events daily. I play everyone in the dojo, if not more than once in the arenas, at least once in the Swiss systems. Akun9 Lasker, what's your Lee Chess username? Thank you for the sound alert. Now, is this for reals? Queen A4 check, bishop D7. How annoying is that? I've never seen this move before, but it looks good. Could have played b5. Now I can play b5. What do I want to do with him? Let's see what he wants to do with me. Is his king going to be exposed? Pawn on a2 is screaming out. If I take with check and he attacks me, he cannot. So far, so good with the Caro. I can't play that line twice against him. He'll know what to do next time. Either that or I have to know it better. But you are not in the dojo, sir. Or are you? Have you joined the dojo? Atif the Great. You're not even online, sir. Yes, that's the best shot. Thank you for coming. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Are you getting back a little bit more than I asked for? A little bit more than I asked for. What a miracle. What a miracle. What a miracle that I asked for. What a miracle that I asked for. What a miracle that I asked for. What did I start the day at? 2072. That's hard to believe. Oh, beating Ron? Maybe. Beating Ron may have given me some interest. I was very lucky beating Ron. For those of you who have not checked out the amazing power of Chess Informant, I must plug them. I do have to check to see if my name is listed as a contributor to the Chess Informant.
TKBTSXU have joined.
TK, good morning. How is your stream? Good morning, Raiders. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. I hope you had a great stream. Need a shout out for KTK. Artem does not seem to have a defense against the King's Gambit. He is consistent, if not wrong. Well, that's interesting. He gives away this pawn routinely, if not repeatedly. Bishop g5 could have been more accurate. Are we up 1 pawn? We're up 2 pawns. Is this one of those Eric Rosen gambits that I don't know about that is going so well for him? Like the Stafford Gambit? I don't think the Stafford Gambit was Eric Rosen's though. TK. Let's see here. I think he has interfered with his tactic. His tactic was to win my queen. Bishop. Rook takes. Bishop e4. A good bullet try. I'm just trying to remove the defender of this bishop. He's actually threatening my knight. But it's not threatened anymore. Not threatened anymore. I was very lucky in that game. Again, that he has not yet looked up. A solid defense to the King's Gambit. Very lucky. 5 minutes left. Wow, it started really right on time at 8:20 on the nose. That's crazy. Turned 8:55. Tournament ends at 9. Well, at least we're almost on the podium. Geraldo Rivera Butcher, who did he lose to? My God. He lost to Tony the Man and Artem.
Good afternoon.
Arsenal fan Richie, good morning, sir. How are you, buddy?
Arsenal fan Richie
said, "It's like the Copacabana in here."
Arsenal fan Richie
said,
I should find some bossa nova. Copacabana, music and dancing. I'm lacking the next lyric. At the Copa.
Said, "How goes
it's going
it?"
well, Richie. How are you? How's the daughter? I think you only have one. MD Night Zero also has at least one daughter. Ron has a son.
Arsenal fan Richie
said,
2 daughters and 1 son.
I have
My
2
God,
daughters
man.
and 1 son. They're good, thanks.
As I said to the waitress last night when she didn't hand me a coaster for my drink, you don't believe in protection? She'll never forget to give me a coaster again. Well, isn't that interesting?
Arsenal fan Richie
said, "My days of rabbiting are over."
It was time for some tube tying. Yes,
Arsenal
we
fan
cannot.
Richie
Said, "I have to say I'm fortunate they all have the same mother."
That is true. That is very, very true. That is very fortunate. So now where's the knight going? Now that we've snuggied up to him over there. Now where's the queen going? Just a small threat. Okay. Intriguing. He really wants to get his knight back there, huh? Fair enough.
Arsenal fan Richie
said, "Tony the Man is indignant."
He is, but he's got a time advantage. I'll give him that much. For a moment, I thought it was more than 3 plus 2. So what is he up to? That looks like a freebie. I could be wrong, but it definitely looks like a freebie. We may be able to bother him some more. We just need a square. Well, that was weird. Let's just make sure that he doesn't have too much fun on at our expense. He wouldn't dare allow Queen E1 check. Or Queen E3. Okay. Did I not make it? I didn't make it.
Sneaky.
I'm not aware of time. When you reach a certain age, you're just not aware of time anymore. Isn't that strange? Time passes so differently. The older you get. Let's just check our mistakes from that game while we're at it.
Said, it is kind of paradoxical as well.
So Rook C8 was a mistake. I just had to give him a tickle. Really? Or is it Knight D4? Or is it Bishop E7? No, that's Knight C3. I try not to look at the... So the other knight's coming in. If he plays B4, A6... B4, knight takes B4.
Arsenal fan Richie
said, maybe just H6.
Maybe just H6 indeed. We may have a chance for... Let me just see what my profile says for a moment. +6 rating points. Inching our way up. Yeah, H6 should also have been good. Right? Against Yamato, I really want to know what happened. Ah, yes. I got too cute. I only really saw the bishop taking, so I played queen to C3. Queen to A4 check makes sense, because if he plays any move to be cute, I get to play knight A6. What is this, 2.3? And it only thinks E4 is the best move. So what is this then? Not quite 4. I mean, it is practically speaking, a very good rook. Yes, yes. Queen a4 check. So here, this did not work, by the way, because of e5, queen takes e5. He missed queen takes e5, bishop takes, rook takes, and rook takes. I think I'm just totally gassed after that one. As you can see. So I am only down a couple of pawns. This is the simplest of the moves, one would think. I hate that you can actually see the solution behind it, even though I'm not looking at it. I don't think this is a good move either, but maybe it is. So just castles? Of course, just castles. And if he castles, then I get to play knight c6. Because now I'm actually threatening stuff. Or am I? I might actually be threatening stuff. But yeah, A, don't hang a piece. B, don't sack a piece. I forgot that I sacked a piece.
Said. Is BD4 any good after 0, 0, 0, 0?
I think you can just take me though. It's a free rook.
Said. Oh, what am I saying? Oh, what am I saying? Of course, no.
Arsenal.
Said. QXC1.
Well, Yamato, I'm very happy to say, is the only one that got away,
Arsenal fan Richie.
as a
Said.
good student should.
Not a free rook, but queen for 2 rooks.
It's still pretty devastating. Wait a minute, queen for 2 rooks. How do you save that? That looks like a free rook. I can't recapture. I'm mated on the first rank, aren't I?
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said. You need to read the full comments, John.
I do need to read the full comment. So it's bishop d4. This is from the previous game. Let's see if I hit back, if it goes to the right one. After castles, castles. So in this particular position,
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said.
castles was best.
I said is BD4 any
Well, this is castles, castles.
Arsenal fan.
said. Yet it's not good enough.
But why isn't it... It doesn't look like 2 rooks for the queen.
Arsenal fan Richie.
Yeah.
Oh, back rank.
No, I thought for sure that I missed something in the comments. You were absolutely right, because I do miss something in the comments all the time. You got me in a good spot. You definitely got me in a good spot. Learn from your mistakes. So B4 wasn't good enough, even though it was good enough. B4 was good enough, in my opinion. Especially if he plays D5. I actually expected him to play D5 on B4. So if I play B4,
Arsenal fan Richie.
said. What s best
just-
QD5?
Yeah. I was just looking at that too. We can prepare this. Or can we? They still have C4, but then we have check. But still, it looks pretty messy. Looks very, very messy. Check, king moves B3, and then knight on...
said. Probably after QD5 you have flexibility for RB8 as well.
Yeah, I just want to open up the lines, though, obviously. Obs. So let's say the king... Let's say he plays rook on A to E1. That stops. But yeah, rook to B8 just wins. Now I can play rook B6, A3, and B4. King A1. Well, not that move. With a small threat. Continuing the small threat. Next. That was it. So what was the opening novelty here? G6 is just equal, right? Bishop G5 is now given dubious. Bishop G5 is now given dubious. Wow. That is what I played in Reykjavik when I was white against a fellow from Germany. I managed to draw after a great effort. Or actually, a fellow from Germany played this move against me. Or did I play it as white? No, I would have played bishop to G5. And I played C5. Which wasn't good. It's just equal. The whole Tony Miles routine is just equal. This is the original Tony Miles variation, which doesn't quite work, unfortunately. But if we threaten the endgame variation first, and they allow the endgame variation, then it claims this move is still in the same variation as the Tony Miles variation. Interesting. What was the last one that we have here? Tony the Man. Learn from our mistakes. I'm glad you can't see the notifications that pop up on the window that I have to X out. So in this position, I played Queen C6. When I can just develop a knight. I was fairly certain that the reason I was playing Queen C6 is because I wanted to play Knight to C2.
Said. NC6 looks natural. said. Then after cxd4.
Yeah, knight f5 looks crushing. UV,
Then
good
after
morning. How are you?
cxd4 and f5.
We have daily events, by the way, in the bullet.
Arsenal Fanrichi.
Said. Looks crushing.
UV.
Said. You can play with me in chess.
I would love to play with you in chess. On weekends, we have the rapid and classical. On the weekdays, just finished just now, we have the Master Chess Dojo straight up team. And then for the bullet, by the way, I can shorten my things. For bullet chess and 960 chess, we often go with that one. If no one's joined the Rapid and Classical, tomorrow morning's announcement for this event that just happened will be in the Rapid and Classical because we're out of announcements prior to 8 o'clock. And I don't want it to be past 8 o'clock for the announcement for the 8:15/8:20 arena. We're losing members in the dojo faster than we're gaining them because we're down to 6,098 when we were at like 6,100 and change. All right, next. That was the end of our mistakes. That's crazy. Not a bad showing. Yuvi, where are you from?
Arsenal
I am
Fanrichi.
FIDE trainer and
Said.
National Master John
Is that
MacArthur.
because of account closures or lack of interest?
It's possibly that they don't know they can subscribe for the messages. They can unsubscribe from the messages. Basically, if you are in a team, you can always hit unsubscribe to team messages if you really had to. Because I believe that the full value of the dojo is still there. Whether or not you want to get the announcements while you're playing. It's possible they were playing a game, they took it out on the team, they lost the game because the little beep beep or the beep or the boop happened while they were playing. And it wasn't worth it to them. And then they noticed their last 20 announcements were this. Yamato, great solid play. He even beat Rana. Hey, what's up with that? No computer analysis for Yamato? Ah yes, knight d4. So it is bishop takes f3 on d5. Is it? I messed this up the other day. I want to play this variation too. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight d4. Bishop to b5 check, knight on... Oops. Not here. No bishop to b5 check here. Black just has to have a better endgame here. That's all there is to it. And on queen d1, e5. And if black wants to play for a win, I don't think we can play this way. Can we? Knight takes e6, bishop b5 check, knight d7. I thought it was supposed to be playable, but at first it looked rather tragic. I'm going to find the book that has this in it this morning. Let's do the learn from your mistakes. Rook A8. When we could have played A5 immediately, followed by Rook A8 check. This has to be fun. We get our rook active at the price of a pawn. Come on. There's like no threat. I love it when I find a move that stumps the computer and it's at least as good as Rook C2. Why would I want to necessarily give up a pawn even if it is for free? But maybe, just maybe, Rook check, King to the rank, takes, and then I have mate threats. Yeah, I could see that. What? I feel like Rook takes B2 is at least as good, if not better. Another really good move in this position is Rook to C8, in my opinion. Now we need to take this now before he plays King to B2.
Said.
Actually, he can't play King.
Had an interesting game yesterday that sort of transposed from a deferred Steinitz into some weird sort of Cosio defense E4, E5, NF3, N.
Oops, I moved. I'm sorry. Let's just do... Oh, we're finishing our mistakes. He recaptured when... He could have threatened more. We're going to look at that in just one moment. We still have 9 minutes before I have to be in any particular lesson. Where's Alexandra Semikanova been, by the way?
Arsenal fan Richie
said. Or maybe RF5.
Arsenal fan Richie
said. She streamed the other day, but she had some family round, I think.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, her coach was her mother, so I think that's already a massive problem. Let's go straight to your question about the Cosio. Let's just pick one. I'll put it in my King's Gambit with Artem Pomerantz. How about that? I actually do want the analysis board to expedite this, but I also want to see if I've ever experienced anything similar. So it was a Steinitz deferred. So in this one, I'm somewhat old school with bishop takes c6 check. Capablanca, Alekhine, all of those guys.
Said. I just thought you'd find the line interesting, John. Very cool move this F. I just thought you'd find the line interesting, John. Very cool move this F5. Black devastates their pawn structure, but the bishops have great scope.
I wouldn't doubt if Pragnanda is going to play it anytime soon. Castles, bishop d7. C3, knight e7.
Arsenal fan Richie
said. True. True.
Yeah, he seems to come up with the really weird or unusually played esoteric lines. D4, knight g6. Claiming that our dark squares are weak, but we all know that this is totally wrong and false. Rook e1 seems pretty reasonable. I'm not entirely positive or convinced that I would place the rook just yet. I was actually considering if there was any way to keep him from getting castled. In that position. Bishop e3. That's perfectly acceptable, right? Wow, this has to be wrong, yeah? But it is a crazy, interesting, and good line. You know, and I feel like, you know when you play the exchange variation Queen's Gambit with c takes d5, me playing bishop takes c6 and going for the static pawn structure advantage that I normally have in the in this position, for example, like Alekine or Smyslov would play f6. Well, e takes d4 might be best.
Arsenal
Queen
fan
takes
Richie.
or knight takes.
I ended up playing x5 and dxc5 and playing structurally maintained my advantage.
Till they
Arsenal
flagged.
fan Richie.
Said, I thought the line was well worth investigation.
It is a fascinating line. This is the type of line that people should be calculating. I noticed that Esmoda is playing a classical game as part of her tournament prep, and I think that is like the absolute least productive way for a player of her level to prepare for a tournament. She should be doing calculation exercises with a given position, such as Grandmaster preparation calculation or Grandmaster preparation positional play, where the answer is definitive. When you're playing a classical game versus someone else who's not, let's just say, incredibly much stronger than you, then it's a lot like blind leading the blind. Now, Kehoe did check in on the Discord recently, so we will give her some love. You can
Arsenal fan
find
Richie.
Said, take care.
you can find the link for the socials, the Discord, the YouTube, Chess Informant. Must give them another plug. Hoping to get 164 at any time. I think they forgot about me. It's possible because the previous edition I did not see the informant at that time. So, c'est la vie. In any event, everyone, cheers and ciao. Thank you very much. Let's roll the ending credits for the latest followers, which happen to be Ken, Janelle Coscom, Coapscom, Alcoa, Ken Chin, alcoaapps.com. Looks like spam. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. You may join the dojos in this manner. Ron, thank you for being here, buddy.